You're muted.
I was muted. What's
Okay,
good, everybody? We have just seen. Well, I seen it last week, Wednesday. Seen it Wednesday. Watched it at work. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always Special. I know I'm kind of late with this review, but hey, we're talking about it now. Wanted to wait to talk about it with people that have seen it. Might have some other people join. Don't know yet, but so far it's gonna be me and Chill. Going to keep this about an hour tops, 30 minutes. Who knows? But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. Now, Chill.
Yeah.
Did you? Now we have seen it's not a trend, but I think it started around like the Fresh Prince one. They did a Fresh Prince reunion, a Martin reunion, and now this type of reunion. Did you prefer this type of reunion style over the other two?
Where I actually get a story and a plot.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't even consider them the same thing.
I kind of look. I mean, they're both reunions in a sense,
Mhm.
I mean, this is not a full on reunion because we acknowledge that Jason David Frank and Tui Trang they have passed away. They wasn't able to be here. Wish they could have been here. I wish the Red Ranger could have been here, but you guys know he's in some legal trouble. He was doing like Ponzi schemes during COVID and stuff. Honestly, ruined it for himself, and he stopped doing the Power Ranger specials for Nickelodeon.
Even in the past, even the flashback scenes, he wasn't really featured too strongly.
Yeah, and I can see why. They only showed him in the wait. Did they show him in the ending?
No. Yeah, there's a frame. Yeah, where it was all six of them.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna look.
It's fine though. Whatever he's up to, that's good. The thing is though, with these reunion stuff, they have been doing conventions over the last 30 years where they have had reunions. Those sit downs on the couches that Fresh Prince had, they've had these on stages with a table of 7 Power Rangers, and so we do have enough footage of it. Yeah, there we go. See,
all right, there he is. They was like, well, it was. What if they tried? They could have, what if they tried to edit him out?
I don't know. There was a moment where it was just Trini and just Jason. I mean, I should say Tommy.
I thought this was a beautiful way to exit it out because this song right here was technically dedicated for Tommy after he stopped being evil and he got he didn't get a good Green Ranger coin, but he stopped being evil, and this was still around the time before his coin even destroyed itself for being too powerful.
Uh-huh.
Michael John said, I enjoy 8 out of 10. It could have done more. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. There's some things I think it could have done more. But Chill, how do you feel about this special?
Yeah, it was Power Rangers. I got what I wanted from Power Rangers, so it was cool. No, it wasn't high cinema, but it did enough to honor stuff. They even tried to make sense out of the morphing grid and why these special coins will work now for Rocky and freaking Cat.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with Power Rangers. They always with the morphing grid stuff, like because I think at some point, like Saban probably didn't think, oh, wheels are going to go this far with Power Rangers. And you mind, they created like all these other different Rangers and stuff, right? Like the SPD, Lightspeed Rescue, all of them, and they're connected to the morphing grid. So it's like you have all these different Ranger organizations, and they're all connected to this one grid, and it's kind of I don't know. I think I don't think they should have.
It's a continuity nightmare.
Yeah, I don't even think they in the first place should have done something like, oh, your powers are permanently gone, because it's like the morphing grid is. What's the best way to describe it? It's the morphing grid is like the Force. It has so many. It has so many strange outcomes and possibilities that can happen. Like Zordon, literally, Billy was using the morphing grid to try and bring back Zordon because Zordon is like part of the grid again. So yeah, the morphing grid has some, and it brought back Rita. How'd you feel about Rita's evil plan?
Oh, who cares? They just needed a reason to get into it. I'm not giving it much stock. I know that at the end of the episode, Make My Monster Big is going to happen. So I'm not like judging it too strongly on that.
Make my monster grow again.
Okay, I knew that was coming. That's cool. The fighting was never wow. It was just a good way to see characters returning. all it was just nostalgia. It was helping you with your fix. The acting from the Trini's daughter, was her name, Mim. She was
I
bland.
thought, yeah, I thought her. While all this is corny, right? Not like it's corny. The Power Rangers always been corny and very childish, but her acting was when she's like when she's pretending to fight and train and she's making a I'm like, oh my god.
But her physicality is there. The way she can extend her leg and hold it up, she
Yeah,
looks good. She
she
probably was
has the
casted
skill.
for that.
I will say this: when she turned to the Yellow Ranger, I thought she was fighting the best out of all of them when she turned into the Yellow Ranger. So
Okay,
when she was Yellow Ranger, she was doing some pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. She was.
but when it happened and it zoomed in on her eye, and we
Yeah,
kind of
she was doing
saw
some cool stuff.
her family, I would have loved for us to not have heard the Power Rangers theme for the whole entire episode. And then finally, when it zooms back out and she's back from her little That's So Raven vision and she
Yeah.
starts to get up, I wanted to hear, like, the beginning of the song where it's just the guitar. And then as she gets up, she looks over to Billy, she looks over to Zach. Pterodactyl, go power, and then she like, oh, it's not
Yeah.
pterodactyl, it's saber-tooth tiger, isn't
They were
it?
too tiger.
My bad. But like, I would have loved for the music to crescendo, and then finally, when it's time for Go Power Rangers, that's when she says saber-tooth tiger, and we would have been like, oh yeah, Power Rangers is back. They shouldn't have
Yeah, that
played the
and
song so early.
that's while I like this special. No, I want to talk about this. This was actually one of my issues with the special. Um, Power Rangers itself had a chance to grow in 2017 when they came out with that movie, right? Now, in my
Okay,
opinion, I think that Power Rangers 2017 movie, even with its issues, for me is the best Power Rangers movie, regardless of whether it's
I might need to watch it.
deeply connected to canon or not, because this is a different continuity, right? Um,
So was RPM.
right. And the thing with the old Power Rangers movies, right? While they had our characters, Tommy, everyone there, they sucked. They did. Like Ivan Ooze sucked. The Turbo movie
Nah.
sucked.
I will not let you besmirch that skydiving in the beginning. That was so cool.
It has some cool moments, but overall, I think the movie's just like the characters wasn't even bad in the movie. It was just the movie itself was not really good. Those suits was ugly.
I
They
seen
were
it when I was so young that you can't hurt my perspective of this movie. Go, keep talking, K. Dot. Go ahead.
the worst things about the movie is just they had a chance to really make it grow. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to say it because I have to. The tone of the MCU is perfect to help Power Rangers grow. Like, believe it or not, the tone of the MCU is perfect to make Power Rangers grow. You don't need to make Power Rangers a dark, gritty thing that some dark and gritty content. You can make that a basically like a Avengers Endgame tone type of film. Avengers Endgame is not too dark or too light. That is a mix of everything. You need that with Power Rangers. You need to give them some badass looking suits, and put it on a big screen, invest into it, take it serious. Because I think for that Power Rangers 2017 movie, for even the change it made, I think it was a good start to something. They could have easily made changes to the suits in the next movie, did better suits the second time around. Those suits is practical too. Yeah, it's just Power Rangers is holding itself back. And even Tony said this before. Um, this whole Mighty Morphin stuff is holding it back too. They're too stuck on nostalgia in the past. Now they may never touch upon Mighty Morphin again for a while,
Mhm.
but as a person who's been watching most of Power Rangers actively, um, uh, the most recent Power Rangers TV shows keep using a style of the Mighty Morphin theme. So go Power Rangers. While some other Power Rangers themes had unique themes like Ninja Storm or SPD.
Go Power Rangers, go Ninja Storm.
Right, like there's no Go Power Rangers in that. That's a totally original new song. And most of the new Power Rangers shows are holding on to Mighty Morphin. Go Power Rangers. And it's like you need to do something different. You need to stand out. You need to do more. Hasbro supposed to got a Power Rangers movie come in. Hopefully, it's hopefully it's like an MCU type of film, good quality, but not like you need to get this to grow.
This one was MCU-ish. The hip hop, breakdancing, fighting, that was like an MCU type of thing that I could see happening. So I know what you mean when you say that the themes.
All this stuff you can like hip hop, keto. Like I can watch this stuff in it because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was watching the special, I was cheesing like a little kid. I was cheesing. There was a lot of dumb stuff going on. Like for example, here, like the Megazord fight. I kind of wish it was practical. That CGI was horrible.
But the background looked good though. Inside the Megazord,
like the whole little whole cockpit.
The cockpit.
And everything. They actually, I think they changed it. Yeah, no, it's the same one. It's slightly tweaked. What do you think of that? What do you think of Dino Fury, the upcoming Cosmic Fury? I'm watching Dino Fury now. I'm on episode 2 because I do want to catch up to this Cosmic Fury. So far, it's okay. I like the Red Ranger. He seems pretty cool. He's an alien too. I thought Adam and Aisha were super underused and once and always. Yeah, I felt they was too.
But we have a Yellow Ranger. What are we gonna do with Aisha?
Well,
And did you see the size of her? With all due respect, Power Ranger. Yeah. No. You know what? Power Rangers can grow your height. We learned in Turbo, so it can also make you thin. Also.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. So well, Rocky, I would say they could have at least used Rocky.
Rocky's actor though, he got fat too. And I'm just saying, like, it's not that difficult to make somebody look skinnier.
Well, okay, this is what I'm glad you noticed that. I think he got like old man buff. You know like how old people get buff. If did you look at his body in the special? It looked like it was somebody else in the suit at times.
It was somebody else in them. Yep, it was. The suit, the Power Ranger suit was never him.
Because his chest was like really small.
Yeah.
I would be interested in a SPA story. Yes, so SPA is another division of SPD. It's not Space Patrol. It's Space Patrol, but it's like another division of SPD.
When do we ever get introduced to SPA?
I think this is our first time running into them. I don't remember SPA. 2025 coming up with SPD.
Well, SPD was supposed to take place in the year 2025, wasn't it?
SPD was always ahead. That's the thing. Power Rangers timeline is kind of funky.
Yeah.
Because SPD is way after Dino Thunder. It's way after Ninja Storm, all them, all this stuff. So it's like far into the future. So the only way for SPD Rangers to come back, they have to like time travel back to this time if they want to join us and help out with stuff. Because they're not in SPD era yet. SPD era got aliens walking around.
Yeah, they jumped the gun. They predicted way too much stuff where we're gonna be. Every time you think about things, like if you go back to your childhood and they said we're gonna have flying cars in 30 years, it's like, where did they come up with this? Because people can say the same thing now. Kids are probably saying they're gonna have flying cars in 30 years, and the truth is, no, we're gonna have solar panels in 30 years. The SPD thing and the way that they work, I don't care. Like, we can always just have them featured in cameo roles. We should have had more Power Rangers featured here, because when we saw Aisha, when we saw Adam, and they were talking on a webcam, you could have had a Zoom call and you could have asked all of your favorite Power Rangers actors, hey guys, while you're home, basically do what I'm doing now. Find a background that is all white or all black. One of the two, right? Something that's easy to digitally edit if they want to create backgrounds. But if they just get a bunch of actors who are Power Rangers to go on their webcam, Zoom, during the lockdown era with the cameras that they had, or use one of these bad boys, because the cameras in here are high quality. You have them record their faces listening in on a Zoom call, right? And just tell them to do this. Now you have 20 actors. So you put all these actors on that Zoom call, and even though only Adam is acting and Aisha, or only those two guys are going to be the ones talking, it still feels like every Power Ranger is there because they were supposed to be there. Their message was, guys, don't morph, or else Rita and her forces will find you. Nobody morph.
Right.
And wouldn't it feel like, okay, all the Rangers are here? This, cool, but empty, because only like the front row were taking off their masks. Is this from Super Mega Force?
Yeah, that's why I feel like what they could have done, and just to go even bigger, I think they should have did like a big ass crossover again. And this is the thing: if they didn't want to bring the actors back, you didn't have to have them all take off their masks, which is fine, right? Because they didn't even have Tommy, and Trini and Jason take off their masks in the special since they got captured. You could have literally had just Billy, Zach, and all of them take off their, masks and helmets and stuff, walk into battle, and have like a big battle on, let's say, the moon with Rita, or Billy and them go to the moon, fight Rita, and then you have the other Power Rangers fighting on the planet and stuff, and they're all over. So you're panning to different ones and show this big scale like fight, and have Billy. And this is what I like about special. This was very Billy and Zach was really in the forefront leading it, since they're the only de facto leaders to do so. And Billy was the leader. I feel like they could have had Billy lead all of them out, because he was leading inside the Megazord. He's one who brought Rita back. He was, leading the Morphin and all that. I just thought the Morphin, I felt it was kind of stale on Billy's end. Like he didn't put too much oomph into it. he was like,
Triceratops.
Triceratops. I don't know, Billy.
They used the same footage over again too.
Yeah, I think that old man was kicking in.
But where's the editor to figure out? Oh, that's a bad look. Let's ask our actor to do it over again. Where's that? Where's the thought process of no, this is not fine? Did they like? You can reshoot things when you're in production. I don't know when. Yeah, that was crazy. I just don't know.
Like the thing about this, the cinematography of this. Well, someone said this felt like very. Would you compare this special to Cobra Kai in a sense?
I don't watch Cobra Kai.
Oh, you need to watch it. Cobra Kai is really good. But I mean that like corny, like 90s, 80s,
corny
TV show type, like not corny in a bad way. Let me show everybody real quick what I'm talking about.
Let's see. The Triceratops, and I guess they just use that footage over and over.
I do like the way they transformed, though. I thought that was cool with the lightning and everything. We never really seen them like transform like this without all the graphic nonsense in front of like Triceratops.
The 3D wraparound, see him from the backside.
Right. I just thought it was kind of just.
Let's bait the trap.
Billy could have put more oomph into his transformation.
It's Morphin time. Triceratops.
Very mom.
Tyrannosaurus.
Rocky was killing it though. Oh, do you know why Rocky was kicked out?
Rocky?
Yeah. Do you What's up, Nerdman?
Hey man, it's time to say good morning.
Morning.
It's good to see you. I know you didn't watch a Power Ranger special, right?
So why is he here?
No, I just came to say good morning. And
morning.
What is it? Power Rangers powers activate something.
Actually, it's go Power Rangers.
Oh, it's go Power Rangers. How was it? Good.
It was cool.
Did I watch it?
For the fans, yeah. If you watched when you were younger, you don't owe it to yourself to celebrate 30 years of Power Rangers.
Is it the old cast? I used to watch it when I was younger. It's the old cast.
Well, it's it's two of them from the original series and two of them from like another season.
Yeah.
Two of them passed away, Jason David Frank and Tui Trang.
Oh, really? Ranger. The green one?
Yeah, the green one passed away, and Yellow passed away. She died in a car accident.
But they're in this episode.
That's the Asian one, isn't it?
Yes.
The yellow one. That's racist, by the way. But anyway.
Well, since the first season, there's never been a Yellow Ranger who was an Asian descent, and there's never been a Black Ranger playing the Black, what I mean.
Really?
Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, they had a Black Ranger. Well, he was black too, but they had a black people. Yep.
Oh, with the braids, yeah, that loser.
Hey, just because he's a thief does not mean he couldn't be a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
All right.
I hated that season. They had like a fire bad guy and an ice bad guy.
Is it Warner Brothers doing Power Rangers or
Netflix?
So Netflix now has rights to produce it. They're supposed to be they want to do a movie. So there's talks of them doing a movie. The pitch was for the Power Rangers to travel. I didn't want them to do this. I think this is dumb. It shows that they're trying to be nostalgic. They want to go back to the 90s and make them like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers instead of doing like a new original Power Rangers, which I've been doing for. Well, the thing with Power Rangers, the only reason the American version gets done is because of the Japanese show. Because they rely on Japanese footage. They rely on their seasons, so they kind of just go off of that. But they totally change the story. Like it's not even a copy when it comes to story, but as far as the suits, that's about it. The suits and the Megazords, that's all they really take.
That new Power Rangers movie would have been tight if it wasn't for just the ending. I thought it was the beginning was pretty good. Like,
I liked it.
It was really good. Like up until like the halfway mark, it lost its way with its bizarre villain. I know you like her, but I thought she was just too over the top for that movie.
Nerdman, trust me. The Rita you got in that movie, I'm not saying you wouldn't like it, but she's that compared to her TV version. Trust me.
No, I'm not saying. Look, but the TV version was camp, so it fit when Rita Repulsa was really like, camp. Having it up. But that film wasn't. They needed to play her straight, like for that movie, for that specific, or like a little bit like toned down. It's like she didn't know what movie she was. She was in the actual, Power Rangers how it used to be. Like she would have worked perfect for that. But like for this movie, no.
Well, I agree with you up until the third act when the Power Rangers finally suit up, and that's when I felt she lost it as the villain. But before that, when she killed the Blue Ranger and beat all their asses and stuff, and was sneaking up on people and killing them, like a horror, those horror moments. I thought those was really good.
Horror, okay.
Horror.
I heard another word.
So real quick, I want to show Chill. So they made a reference to a kick Rocky did. Right, they made a reference to a kick, and this is basically this is when he retired as a Power Ranger.
Oh, the injury.
Yeah, I forgot about this. This is the funniest shit ever. He got retired.
No, now look, you're trying too hard.
Hey, Rocky, maybe we are trying too hard. Maybe we're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
He throw himself out there.
Wait, is that the White Ranger or what?
No, so the one who kicked this one's the current Red Ranger back then when Jason left. The one in white is now Tommy, who's the White Ranger, and the one in green is the Black Ranger.
Oh, he's the Black Ranger. All right.
So they just made the Asian kid the Black Ranger this time.
I don't know. It was funny. It was like I always used to find the Power Rangers cheesy, but I still watched it. It was very weird.
It's tight. It has some good. I mean, Power Rangers because and that's why them being heavily dependent on Super Sentai helped them at times because you wouldn't get the great choreography and action and stuff with the American. Because I watched this special. What's up, Perp? You can join us if you want. I like the special. Do not get me wrong, but they could have done so much more. They could have added more with the action. I think the action.
What the hell are y'all doing up right now? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
This is like dot at night. This is dot at night.
We're watching Saved by the Bell, the superhero version.
Basically.
So I think for me, while Zach and Billy was doing their cool stuff, they could have definitely did better with the action choreography. It wasn't bad. It felt for your Power Rangers, but this is the problem of them becoming too dependent on the Japanese show because whenever they fought in the American show, they used the Japanese footage. Sure. Now Asian people, they direct better action than Hollywood.
That's racist.
It's just the truth. It's true.
But this shit was pure comedy, bro. Like I was fucking crying, like laughing at the dialogue. Like the funniest moment of this is where Alpha's like, "Yo, like the tracking thing, whatever. Like they're using your morphin to track," and like he pops up on them, and then like they go back to their normal selves and shit, and it's like, oh, untraceable, and just like I was like, where you had a whole 10 seconds. Like, that was funny as hell. Or when Billy was like, Billy was saying like, you can catch these hands. That shit was funny as hell.
I gotta go back to the part when Rita called herself a bad witch.
She did?
Yeah, she called herself a bad witch.
She's trying to go back
but-
in time.
By the way, I have to ask you something before I go. Oh, is that them? That they're old like that?
So
Yeah.
this is Aisha. She became the Yellow Ranger after Trini left,
What's going on with that hair?
and Rocky is it became the Black Ranger after Zach left, the original
Adam.
Black.
Hey, by the way,
No,
who was your favorite? Who was your favorite Ranger? Out of all of them,
Probably Tommy
from-
Oliver.
From the
You don't gotta think about that.
From
You
the
don't gotta think
OG.
about that.
from the OG series.
Come on, there's no
Yeah.
Purple Ranger.
I ain't gonna lie.
why isn't there a Purple Ranger? That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna change that. Where's the diversity? Where's the
You
inclusion?
know?
What color would the Purple Ranger be? Would it be the? It
Did
would
you
have
just
to
say-
be the.
It
It would have to be the Indian
Ranger.
one, right?
Purple Ranger gotta be a brother
That's what you
or a sister.
Wait, wasn't there
No,
one
it
in
would be
SPD?
Indian
though?
or
SPD had like
they-
100 Rangers.
They didn't have an Arab and they didn't have an Indian. They needed an Indian one.
No, they had an Indian. They, what's the dude that was the Red Ranger? I think it was not Wild Force. I think it was after Wild.
After Wild Force was Ninja Storm.
Yeah, I think he was in Ninja Storm, right?
Oh.
Mm. I think my favorite Ranger had to be the White Ranger,
Tommy.
like the original White Ranger, like just
Yeah,
for powers
Tommy.
and stuff. Yeah, that was
Ain't nobody
crazy.
touching it.
He
Ain't
was
nobody
sick.
touching the Green Ranger though, man. The flute, man. The flute is iconic.
Always thought like for me the Green Ranger had the best Megazord and the suit but the White Ranger was cool. I wasn't a huge fan of the whole all white, but it was still a kind
No,
of
because
cool.
the white and green came later. You know, like it wasn't. They weren't part of the originals. They like kind of because he was evil at first.
Overacting.
No, man, I'm feeling a chi, bro.
They should have brought Goldar and all them, bro. Like I don't know, like why did you bring back Minotaur and fucking Scissor? Like the weakest fucking
Scissor was kind of
budget.
cool with his abilities. He was knocking down some Rangers with them powers.
And they used the toys. You notice that it's like, damn, they that cheap. They gotta get the toys.
Yeah.
They went over to the local.
But I like Rita's energy the whole movie. Like she kept the same energy. She's like, fuck your moms. I'm gonna kill another one, y'all motherfuckers. Like
that's the thing too. She did talk about a lot of killing, killing a lot. Mind you, this is like a special.
Yeah, you're supposed to say they'll destroy the Power Rangers.
Right.
Kill him.
She was like, "I killed your mother." I was like, "Dang!" The Rita wasn't talking like this. They kept it very,
hella greasy.
G kept it very G-rated when it was a kid show. It's like, I'll destroy the power.
And you notice how Billy got folded every time he got into some conflict. He got folded. I was like, you too old for this, bro. It should have been you.
They're 50 now, right? Because they were teenagers then. And that's 30 years.
Nah, they were grown ass men back then. He was grown. He was grown like
Okay, so just before I go, this is literally I am gonna go. Are you guys gonna come onto this watch along with us?
Yeah,
and
I'll be on there for sure.
he's gonna do it. Perp, you should do it. We've decided to, instead of doing Wonder Woman, we're gonna do the original Hulk versus Hulk Thor crossover.
Well, Sundays
The
I'm already busy.
80s.
Oh, we're doing the Hulk versus Thor one. Okay.
Oh no, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm just saying. I thought it would be funny.
But let's do Hulk versus Thor because it's shorter, and I haven't seen that one since the Hulk versus Wolverine. Actually, that's my least favorite Hulk versus crossover.
What, Hulk versus Thor?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the 80s Bill Bixby show. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
I
thought you were talking about the anime.
No,
I'm fucking talking about some ancient shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I want to do like a Superhero Sunday and like do some funny ones as well, like Captain America original, like that kind of stuff.
It's up to you.
I'm down to watch
it's up to you guys. We could do Wonder Woman like today if you're not up for it today, but I just thought it would be hilarious. I want to see your reactions to that shit, especially like you, Chill, and K Dots. I just think it'll be funny. that being said, I have to go decide whichever one you want, and we'll do that one. Whether it's
Let's do Wonder Woman 1 for sure. Wonder Woman 1.
Okay. All right. Cool. See you. Catch you in a while. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Just
send the link when you're ready, and I'll be there.
You're doing it. You're hosting it, aren't you? No.
Oh, you want to do it on mine?
I'm running out of.
All right. I'll set that up. I'll set that
up. Yeah. Cool. All right. Peace.
I love you 3000.
Hazard needs to come. Yeah, Hazard just needs to come with a bigger budget.
Yeah.
Honestly, the 2017 film. That's why some of the Power Rangers fans, you don't need to listen to them. It's like some of the DC and Marvel fans. These people don't know what they want. Look, when a Power Rangers movie kept it very safe, for as much as it did, it was really good. It wasn't too over the top. It wasn't too crazy. But when it got to the third act and they started doing Go Power Rangers, I'm like, come on, you just like now you're trying to nostalgia for the second. The thing
that shit slap, bro. You cannot do that. It's like having a Mario movie without the Mario music.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I think they should have remixed that shit. You know, got Lil Wayne to do that shit.
They would have got Lil Nas X to do some weirdo shit. I'm like, no.
Go Power Ranger. Nah, I think that would have been dope. To remix. I think that would have been dope. Lil Wayne comes to remix it for the movie.
No,
once you hear the lighter flick, you know that shit gonna be fire. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this special that we had. I thought Rocky and Kimberly was the weakest part of it. Those are not the Rangers I wanted.
Bro, why would the fuck was Billy the leader, bro? Like, y'all just put Rocky to the side like that, bro? Like,
I mean, to be fair, Rocky was always kind of trash. He retired himself. Remember when he kicked himself out when he did that spin? Yeah. I never liked Rocky anyways. I always thought he was weak because Tommy took his spot anyways. He was the official leader at that point, Tommy.
Technically, none of these motherfuckers should be Rangers if we're looking at canon because they're too old anyways. You know, Zordon set that up, but you know, continuity. Who cares?
The Morphin grid has evolved and it is now more susceptible to middle-aged men with attitude. That's all.
Like an old ass, like a bunch of old ass TV, like old ass people.
Ah,
yeah. They need to bring back the Alien Rangers and shit too. That's what
they mentioned them here. The Aquilish Alien Rangers.
Oh, hell no, we can't bring them up. They was kind of weird. They creeped me out when they came on the scene. There was bug eyes and everything, looking kind of strange, trying to do something.
That's offensive. What do you think they think about you? Like, oh, look at this motherfucker with his high top and his little eyes and shit.
All right, hold on. I gotta show them real quick because some motherfuckers like they would do something strange for a piece of change the way they came in.
The Alien Rangers, that was only because the Sentai was using them, and they were like, "Oh, well, we can use the footage there, so just find a reason to why we've got to use the footage there." That was all that was.
That's crazy. It's crazy how you just took their footage and be like, "Yeah, we're just gonna hijack the shit real quick."
See, they slowly got to the point where they realized, oh, we can change our cast. And then we just had like 20 years straight of new cast. And I wish we would have had like some time to stay with the cast. I think they extended things to 2 years. And just this past year, Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury, it is the same cast. Oh, look at this.
No. Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury has the same cast.
They remind me of, if y'all ever seen Galaxy Quest, they remind me of the one dude, dude that plays Snape, his name Alan something.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Rickman. But it looked like his character off of Galaxy Quest.
With the ponytail extension, so it humanizes the character a little more. This is just like Star Wars' face stuff. They'll always add a character with fur or with hair, just because fur and hair react. Fur and hair is dead anyways, so it's really going to be easy to translate to this alien. It does work.
She would definitely fit perfectly in with the Bando first.
Yeah. Look at them ahead of their time.
This is the last time I show, and we're going to get right head up out of here. Gotta show everybody the freaky ass Alien Rangers. These motherfuckers with some freaks.
They're savages, though.
Oh, no one's in the park. See?
What y'all do
Conveniently.
to them kids, motherfucker?
They're going to abduct them.
Oh man.
Oh. It's alien joke.
All right, you guys, we got the Wonder Woman watch party. Well, immediately after this stream, if anybody wants to join, I'll put the link in the group chat. But yeah, this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once and always a little review stream we did.
What is that behind you, Kata? Above you.
What?
She with the big ass beady eyes. What is that? That shit's scary
Flash.
as fuck. Yeah, just
It's Flash.
move him.
What's up, Cole?
Hey,
Well, we're actually about to end it because we're going to do the Wonder Woman watch party with Nerd.
yeah, that was the purpose because I didn't see it. I'm not a big Power Rangers fan, but I thought I'd join anyway.
Another one.
Well, we're about to do the Wonder Woman watch party with Nerdman in like the next
Nice.
10 minutes. So if you, I'll send you a link if you want to join and watch along with us.
Yeah, sure. I could give that film another chance, I guess. Yeah, you like my message below, though?
To watch oh, you're the White Power Ranger? Oh, of course you are. You know, you and your KKK ways.
Well, white power.
Ranger.
And that's why the White Ranger sucks. Can't do that white power.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm so glad that we got an Evil Dead film that's just a bunch of horror tropes today. You know, instead of the Evil Dead tone, but everybody thinks it's amazing. I'm so happy.
I actually didn't watch it yet. I could have signed up for a screening to watch it like 5 days ago.
Yeah, okay. Well,
have you seen it yet?
Anything, but
I seen Evil Dead 1 and I seen Army of Darkness.
How do you skip? How do you go from you went from the Evil Dead skip 2 and just went to Darkness?
I wasn't. I mean, I kind of saw Army of Darkness on HBO Max, and I was like,
nah, bro, you gotta watch all four of them, Jones. You gotta watch the Evil Dead 2, because Evil Dead 2 is the best. Army of Darkness, and the 2013 remake.
Yeah, the 2013 one was actually really good for what it was, and they had a good plan of what the next two were going to be, but then they canceled it and made Ash versus Evil Dead instead. Yeah, you know, all I'll say about this one is, in my opinion, this was just a giant mixed bag, but overall, I did think it was pretty solid.
What's up,
So,
Joe Nathan? We're about to get ready to head out, guys. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in the Wonder Woman watch party. That'll be happening literally in 10 minutes. Shouts out Chill. Shouts out Cole for coming on here with that white power nonsense.
hell yeah.
That's why the White Ranger sucked. Green Ranger was the only good time for time.
Yeah, he lost his flute.
Yeah, that Zord was trash too. He downgraded to a stupid tiger. Shit was trash.
You know, it would have been hilarious if he was like exposed as a racist right after. It would have been some good, you know, underlying messages.
Well, he was exposed as homophobic, so you know that
good enough.
That happened. But rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Rest in peace, Tui Trang. Shouts out to Jason. Free him from prison. Shit.
Yeah, and Netflix, they don't need to make another one of these. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Yes, just leave it alone for a while. Focus on doing original stuff for Power Rangers. Stop relying on the Japanese to make quality for you, and you just go and take it and change it. Do your own stuff, and you'll be fine. Make your own identity. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. So, peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs, and like I always say, deuces. You know what? It's Saturday. Do all the drugs you want at your own risk.